it's Shannon Rose, and in today's video I am going to be giving you guys an IVF update slash fertility rant. It's gonna be something like that. But before we get into that, I have something very, very exciting, like a little surprise announcement for you guys, that I have been working on something very hard, and I've been hinting it to you if you guys follow me on social media. A lot of you guys have been hinting towards it, and I'm finally going to be announcing it in this video that I am launching my very own subscription box, and I couldn't be more excited to share it with you guys. This is something I have been working really hard on, and I've been like dying keeping it a secret because I honestly think this is going to be like one of the coolest subscription boxes. And I don't mean to like toot my own horn, but I've gotten a ton of subscription boxes being a YouTuber, and if I could create the perfect subscription box, I feel like this is the one. I feel like I've done it, so I'm really excited. So the boxes are going on sale today, but I do just want to say that there's only a limited supply of subscription boxes. So if you really want to be one of the first ones to get it, I would definitely try to get it like right now, because I don't want people getting upset that they weren't able to get a subscription box because they waited too late. So tell your friends and family and go get it. This is going to be a subscription box of all my favorite things. It's going to be an all cruelty-free box. Woo woo! There's going to be 5 to 6 items in each box, and it's going to be kind of like a lifestyle box. So it's going to be a surprise. You're obviously never going to know what you're going to get each month, but they're going to be some of my favorite things. So if you watch my videos and you see some of the things that I use and I love, those things might be in a subscription box. So it's not just like an all beauty box or an all food box or an all fitness box. It's kind of like all those things in one, so you get everything in one box. Another thing is that you're not going to get this box every month. It's a bi-monthly box, so it's only $29.99 every 2 months because you're paying for one box. Does that make sense? So you're not going to get it every month, you're going to get it every other month. And one of the reasons I love subscription boxes so much, and I thought I really wanted to do one of my own, is because whenever I get a subscription box, I know that like there's things in there that I would never go buy on my own, but I get to try those things, and then some of the things I fall in love with, and I'm so glad that I got the subscription box, because without it I would have never found this amazing new product or whatever was in there that I loved so much. And the best part is that you're saving so much money, because the things, if you were to buy them individually, cost a lot more. So you save a lot of money when you get a subscription box, and it's like treating yourself. It's like Christmas. Every time you get that box, you never know what's going to be inside there, and it's just really nice to be able to treat yourself. So I really hope that you guys love this just as much as I do. I'm so excited to announce this, and I just think it's really cool for me to be able to share some of my favorite things with you. You guys are my online besties. It's just going to bring us even closer, because we're going to be using like the same products and like having the same things and being able to like share it on social media. So when you do get your box, hashtag RoseFam, and I'm going to be liking you guys and following you for everybody that gets the box. Also, another really cool thing, I know I'm like going on and on about this, I'm really sorry, but I'm just so excited about it, is that each box is going to be different. The actual box that it comes in is eco-friendly, and each one is going to be different. And so I think that that's kind of fun too, because I'm going to change up like the design. I don't know, if you want, you can like collect all the boxes and be able to like use them for keepsakes and stuff like that. I'm really excited. Again, the link will be down in the description box below, so be sure to click on it if you want to be one of the first people to get one of my subscription boxes. So hurry up and go get it before they're sold out. Okay, moving on to the video. Okay, so much to update you guys. I know a lot of you guys last time wanted me to update you even though I vlog, because some of you guys even that watch the vlog like to watch just these update videos on like our fertility journey. Recently, there has been some drama on the vlog channel with my fertility stuff going on, and so I kind of wanted to talk about it on here a little bit to update you guys, because it happened after I left the fertility clinic, and I like went off on the doctor, and I almost like I honestly thought she was gonna call security to like escort me out of the doctor's office, because I was like so upset after some of the things she said to me. I basically tell you about that appointment and then what we're doing from here on out and where we're at in our journey. Let's start with that doctor's appointment. So we had waited a really long time to go in to talk to the doctor about like why we only ended up with one embryo after like the egg retrieval and the 5 days and everything. And the doctor that we saw was not a doctor that we normally see. They have like 4 rotating doctors there, and so you kind of just get whoever you get when you go in for your appointment. And so I think that I had maybe met this doctor one other time, and she had done one of my IUIs, but I never really got to talk to her, and it was like in and out really quick. So basically we went in, she sat us down, let us know that like she didn't really know why we only had one embryo that survived. She thought maybe it was like a sperm thing, even though I thought it was like an egg thing. And even though they had checked Travis's sperm like a million times, and we did ICSI, which is like where they take the very best sperm and put it into the egg. So it was really confusing. So she said a little bit something like that. Then she said a little bit like it could have been like on our end with like the medications. Maybe we needed to do, you know, not do this medication, but do more of this medication. And so it was just very confusing because instead of like just letting us know, like, you know, we're not really sure why this happened. It could be a number of different things. Like, she was just like, well, I don't know. I think just like the way that she was speaking to us and like telling us things made me very like uncomfortable and like angry. And not that I'm wanting her to be like super sympathetic that like we only got one embryo even though everything we went through, but to just be nice, I think, because she wasn't very friendly. It's such an emotional time, especially me. I'm so sensitive like during these times that if you say something to me that sets me off, like I'm literally gonna go off. And that's kind of what happened in this appointment. And for one, let me just preface with like the day before I had like my whole dentist appointment where like I was sedated and like I had taken a bunch of pills that like made me really tired. Alright you guys, I woke up. I'm getting ready to take my medicine. By the way, I dropped something in the toilet. Can you get it out?
Yes.
And I had woken up really early and hadn't eaten the whole day. It was just like a long day the day before this appointment, and then I had to wake up really early the next morning. And if you guys know me, you know that I am not a morning person. I'm very grumpy in the morning if I'm getting woken up early. If I get to sleep in, I don't wake up grumpy. But like I just don't like waking up early. It's just not my biological time clock to wake up early. So yeah, I just wasn't in a good mood. It was very early. If you watch that vlog, you could see I didn't even brush my hair to go to the doctor because it was so early. There was just one thing that the doctor said in that appointment which set me off, and that was just like, you know, I had said to her, you know, we're so devastated that we only ended up with one embryo because we really want more than one kid. And she said, well, you can always have kids on your own. That is kind of like what set me off and like really pissed me off, especially coming from like our fertility doctor that we're spending thousands of dollars and have been going to for a very long time. For her to say, well, you can always have kids on your own. I flipped out, you guys. I was like, have you even read my chart? Like, because, you know, I hadn't been with her very long. Like, she wasn't like my doctor that I had been seeing on a regular basis at the fertility clinic. So I just figured like, she probably didn't even read my fucking chart. Like, I can't believe that she's telling me I could have kids on my own. If I could have kids on my own, I wouldn't be here spending thousands of dollars like in your clinic. You know what I mean? So that just like really rubbed me the wrong way. And I like freaked out, and I was just like, started being like kind of mean to her. Instantly was like put in like a bitch mode. Yeah, it was bad. I really thought she was gonna end up calling security on me, but I was able to just like kind of breathe and calm down a little bit. And basically at the end of that appointment, we came to the conclusion that we are gonna do the transfer at the end of this month, which like I'm kind of freaking out about because I don't know, it's just like it's a lot to like think about, to know that like, okay, this transfer is gonna happen at the end of the month and we only have one chance. Like, we don't have any other chances. So yeah, we're gonna do the transfer, but also my doctor that I normally work with recommended that we also do an IUI on top of the transfer. So I don't know if anybody else has done that before. I don't know if they're just trying to like really get us to spend as much money as we possibly can there. Like, who knows at this point? I like am paranoid thinking that they're like just killing our embryos so that we like pay more money. Like, I know it's really bad to say that, but I start to get paranoid thinking like that these places are just like all about wanting to make money and like prey on vulnerable individuals. I don't want to believe that, but like knowing that they're doing a transfer and they're wanting us to do an IUI, it's like, I don't know. I really feel like the IUI is not even going to do anything for us because of like my endometriosis and all the scar tissue I have. But the doctors recommended it, so we're going to do it. So basically, the update with that is we are doing the transfer and an IUI. So the IUI I think is going to be like a day or two before the transfer or something like that. And then a few days later we do the transfer of the embryo. That's the plan. And what happened and why there was so much drama on my vlog channel was because after that appointment I was really in a bad mood. And I think that some people forget that like when you go through fertility treatments, you're on a lot of hormones, like they make you crazy. And also, I just want to add that like before my transfer, I have to also do a bunch of more injections and oral like hormones and stuff. So it's not just like that was over, like I'm still gonna be doing that. I think that that's one thing people forget is like one of my girlfriends, Kristen K, who is such a sweetheart. If you guys don't follow her, you definitely should. If I can remember, I'll leave her link down below. But if not, if I can't remember for some reason, just Google Kristen K. She has also gone through IVF and knows what it's like to be like in these situations, and everybody reacts differently, but like we both were saying like, you know, we're so mean to our husbands because of like all the hormones that we're on and just like the stress and the procedures and the pain and just it's an emotional fucking roller coaster for us. Anyway, my point is I put a huge disclaimer at the beginning of this vlog that I posted. Kristen was a sweetheart. That was like, she had texted me. She's like, girl, like don't worry. I totally understand what you're going through. It made me feel better because I had like a ton of comments saying like what a bitch I was and how Travis deserves to be with like a better wife who can give him kids, and that I'm such a bitch that people hope I don't get pregnant. Just like a lot of awful comments. A majority of the comments were just saying that like I was a bitch to my husband, and I was being a bitch to my husband, and I prefaced that at the beginning of the vlog with a disclaimer saying like, listen, this is like not a positive video. I'm ranting, I'm venting, I'm in a bitchy mood, and this is my real life, and I hope that you can appreciate that. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Click out and watch something else. That's like what I wrote. Well, apparently these people either don't know how to read, can't hear very well, or something, because every comment was just so awful. Yeah, I was just like really surprised that people would leave such awful comments and being so insensitive to like what we're actually going through in real life. And the fact that I was brave enough to put up a video where I'm being a total bitch. Like, I don't want to just put all good videos on my channel, like on my vlog channel. I want to be able to put the good and the bad so that people who are going through this can relate and understand, or just like know that I'm a real person and that I'm not just like rainbows and sunshine all the time. But I guess like a lot of people on my vlog channel can't handle like the truth of like real life and what actually happens, and they don't want me to post those things because it really upset them, and they thought my poor husband needed a new wife after me telling him that I didn't want fucking cherries after that appointment. It was probably the way I was talking to him. Anyway, regardless of the situation, I'm not perfect. I'm far from it, and I never claimed to be perfect. You know, we all have bad days, and I felt really like not shitty, but just like surprised that there were so many people that would leave such awful, hurtful comments, like when they already know that I'm going through a really stressful, hard time. And I think maybe some people forget, like Travis doesn't have to take any hormones. He hasn't had to have any painful procedures. He hasn't had to have any surgeries. He hasn't had to take any hormones or give himself like a plethora of injections. I know that we're going through this together, but we're going through it together very differently. And I don't want that to sound bad, like all he has to do is sperm in a cup, and so of course he's not like, you know, as emotionally upset as I am. Like, I don't want it to sound bad, but like that's kind of the case. Like, he's spermed in a cup, and yeah, he's upset that we haven't been able to get pregnant, and so am I, but like I just feel like I have done so much. We're going through it differently. Do you understand what I'm saying? I feel like I need to like walk on eggshells with the way I say things, because if not, like people freak out in the comments. I'm supposed to be getting my period like a week from now, and once I do, I start back up on injections and again oral medications, so I'll be on both. And then after that, I really hope that the next announcement will be a pregnancy announcement. That would make me really happy, well, beyond happy. But I'm trying my best to stay positive. I just feel like it's really hard. But I hope that a lot of you guys watching this can appreciate like my honesty and just being real and putting myself out there, and like when I'm going through a very like vulnerable time in my life. But I do want to say thank you to all the people that have been so supportive to Trav and I, and understanding and just sweet and loving. Like, it means so much to us, and I can't thank you enough. I really can't. So thank you, and thank you for always standing up for us and sticking by our side. through the good and the bad, because we're in this together, guys. So I think that's gonna wrap it up. Hopefully I'm not missing anything, but I will keep you posted. I will continue to vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to hit that red button down below. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget, I have a subscription box now, so the link will be down in the description box below. Go click it, be one of the first to get your box, and I think that's it. Thank you again so much for watching. I'm sending you all my love and all my positive energy, and I hope to see you in the next video.